Like we would do without you. Yeah. You
Hold on. You can't make this up. So we have the champion family of Beyond Champion Families, and the head and leader of it thought I wanted to do an interview without him. That talk about humility.
You're funny, man.
I'm funny and a man. Maybe not a funny man, but that time will tell. Richard Plowden, the champ, Richard Avery Plowden. Thanks so much, guys. Hey, we're at the 2025 AKA Warrior Cup. You guys have had plenty of experiences at the AKA Warrior Cup, being Detroit's own, premier martial arts fighters, and Detroit and Chicago have a good rivalry, a good history. You guys have a long history of this tournament. Tell us a little bit about what this tournament means to both of you and what your experiences have been like, and maybe even one, maybe not the best because it's hard to rank, but maybe something that just sticks out to you.
Well, this was my first national win in 1979. I lost the overall grand championship to Scorpion Barrage. And that kind of leapfrogged me to start doing national tournaments. I have a strong affinity for John Sharkey Jr., and I just love this event.
Wait a minute, you just said something that kind of, my mind just went somewhere. So 1979, Scorpion Barrage won this.
Yes.
And I thought it was Keith Vitale. I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong if you're talking about Warrior Cup. Right. Keith Vitale won the first Warrior Cup. In 79, there was no such thing as a Warrior Cup. It was just an overall grand championship. The Warrior Cup did not come into existence until 80. Keith Vitale won it in 1980. John Jackson out of Gary, Indiana won it in 1981. And I won it in 1982.
So you know what we need to do? This would be amazing. You and Jeffopedia need to get into a room and have this together, because he was wrong today too.
What was he wrong about?
That exact thing that I just brought up. We both thought in 1979 with Keith Vitale. Wrong.
No, Keith was 80. He beat a fighter out of California, Steve Fisher. And again, John Jackson, who was PKA USA heavyweight kickboxing champion, won it in 1981.
And you won the Warrior Cup in
1982.
And 99.
I beat Larry Texan in 1982.
And who'd you beat in 1999?
1999. Oh, that's a great question. I beat Jason Texan, Jason Borelli.
Timeout. The greatest kicker of all time. Probably my favorite fighter in all of his kicking youth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dangerous man. That right foot in your face was not fun.
I can't say I did that. Well, Richard Avery Plowden,
yes, sir.
Tell me about your experiences here, because you got Warrior Cups of your own, and not two.
Yeah, well, and I remember him bringing the trophy home in 1999. Like, my sister and I literally grew up in the karate school, literally grew up in it, and I grew up looking at that trophy. So that's part of the reason that it was always a big deal to us when we won. And then my sister won one in 2014, and I won my first one in 2015. So it's just, they're all in my parents' home. It's just this part of the family. It's a cool thing that we do together.
You know, you brought up that win in 2015, and I loved that fight. I probably watched that fight, and it may sound like an exaggeration. It's not, but I probably watched it 30 to 40 times, all right? And the reason why is, and Cass Sigmund, who you beat, he's a great fighter. Great fighter. Awesome. Great guy. But when you have a plan and the other fighter doesn't have a counteractive to what that plan is, it looks like a drill. And it was a step in back fist drill. And what was nutty to me is it was such a one-sided fight, but the crowd was silent because 3 clashes in, the end result was over. And I feel, and I don't want to be disparaging, because I think Cass knows that he would say the same thing. And we all look at you and Cass in that light, but we knew what the end result was 3 clashes in.
That was sometimes you have days where you know you're gonna win, you just know, and I knew that day. Again, my sister had won the cup the year before. She wasn't there. It was just my father and I. And I just knew that day it was going to work. And again, we had a plan. I have the smartest mind of sport karate behind me. And that I like to think that, and then later having an injury was the beginning of me riding a back fist, using it so often. But yeah, that's one of my favorite fights too.
Well, what was your injury then?
I wasn't injured then, but later, literally 2 months later, is when I tore my labrum fighting Raymond Daniels 3 times, and I didn't have the same reverse punch for a while, so I would just use my back fist over and over, and then it just evolved into what it is today. Now I have both shoulders though, so.
Yeah, but there was a time when we had to beg him to throw a back fist.
That is true. Growing up, I'm a left-sided fighter, and when he would be behind me and tell me to back fist, I would switch feet. Again, listen to your coaches. Listen to your instructors. They know what they're talking about.
I've never heard that to throw a back fist, someone would feel like, no, this is my hand so much that I've heard of switching feet to reverse punch. I've never heard of it to back fist. And I can say, I would think it would be okay to say, probably one of the best back fists in sport karate. Would you say the same?
That Avery's one of the best. Oh, no doubt about it. Yes. He has rolled that to many victories.
Well, we're talking about it. He's right here. We could talk about him like he's not for 2 seconds.
No problem.
Let's say top 5 back fists in sport karate.
I'm going to start with Terry Creamer.
Absolutely.
Okay, Terry Creamer frustrated the heck out of a ton of us with his back fist, not just offensively, but defensively, because as we began to cultivate the blitz, someone as fantastic as Steve Anderson and Billy Blanks blitzing at you, you had to have an anecdote. Terry came up with the anecdote with the fadeaway back fist. You see everyone doing it now, but back in mid-1980s, that was Terry Creamer's thing.
Okay, so we got TC.
Oh, now you're gonna make a difference.
We don't have to rank. We don't have to rank them. This is on the spot.
Just like, I'm biased, but Brian Klippel's back fist.
Oh yeah,
that was fast
and hard.
Okay,
and hard.
And Brian was another fighter that I coached, who I watched develop from this heavy-set, 230-pound fighter into the elite fighter that he became.
Very explosive off the line.
My God, his back fist was crazy.
Okay, so we got Brian Plemple, Terry Creamer. We got, well, I guess not 3 others, 2 others, because we got Richard Avery Plowden, the champ. I always call him the champ. He's the champ. All right, so who are 2 others?
Oh, that's a fantastic question, man. I really have to think about that, Alex. I don't want to disparage anyone else, but I really have to think about it.
Can I throw a couple out there and you tell me, like, nah, that's not it?
No, go ahead.
Nasty Anderson.
Yeah, Steve's back fist was good, but Steve's reverse punch was just so impeccable that, the back fist was just something he did periodically just for the heck of it.
Okay, all right. What would be another great one? All right. This might sound like out of left field. Jason Grenier.
Oh yeah, I've been hit with that.
Yeah. Jason snapping
too. Yeah,
and he was awkward.
So awkward. Yeah,
his movement was so awkward that it assisted with him being able to hit you with that off-speed back fist.
I watched, and Jason and I have had some battles together. I don't think I have a winning percentage against him, but we had this was the one time when it happened, when I watched him fighting someone who wasn't paying attention, and Jason had free reign to go do whatever he wanted, and he ran up, cocked back, and back-fisted, and I just had to giggle, because I'm like, you could have done anything, and that was the move.
No, Jason's underrated.
Yes.
I would agree with that.
Yes.
Okay. I can't wait to see this Warrior Cup coming out of you this weekend, because I gotta be honest, Jeff and I on Inside Scoop this week, we had to say, hey, if we were to rank, like, who do we think, let's just not include Avery, because it's too easy to say. It's too easy to say, yeah, that would be, that's chalk. So we had to come up with other possibilities, but we are excited to see what this championship run would look like.
Thank you.
Well, the great thing about it is there are so many capable competitors out here, so anybody can win this.
Yeah.
You get on a good roll, see what happens.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, guys.
Well, thank you. Love your personality.
Oh, thank you. I can't change it.